Just when you thought my channel couldn't possibly get any better, I have decided to do reviews because I have a lot of opinions and you must hear about them. You're gonna hear about them anyway, so you might as well just deal with it. I have recently played Fable 3. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. I saw that it got a lot of negative reviews, and it kind of boggled my mind because Fable 1 was really good, and Fable 2 was supposed to be really good. I haven't played it because I don't have an Xbox 360. I don't think it's available for PC, and I'm not buying an Xbox 360 to play one game, although I'm sure that I would find more games to play on it that I would like. But I am cheap. I'm not spending money if I don't have to, and yeah. So, Fable 3. A lot of negative reviews, and a lot of them seem to be, it's not Fable 2, and it's the Chrono Trigger Chrono Cross situation. People wanted Chrono Trigger 2, they did not get Chrono Trigger 2, and they decided that Chrono Cross sucked because of it, but that's another video. I am still talking about Fable 3. So, I liked it. I liked the characters. It's very rare for me to like all of the characters, the main characters, in any sort of fiction. Most of the time I hate one, at least, if not more. I liked all the characters. Some of them were just okay, but that's a lot better than me hating all of them. But I liked the characters. The dialogue, which is part of the characters, was pretty good, and dialogue is a deal breaker for me if it's bad. No matter how much I like plot, writing, storyline, characters, if the dialogue sucks, I am out. I cannot deal with bad dialogue. It's just unforgivable. So, the dialogue was actually pretty good. Characters were good. The gameplay itself was a little awkward. It was not a deal breaker. I was just used to Fable 1, because that's what I had played immediately before that. A little awkward, but once you get used to it, it's fine. It's not bad. The plot, I liked the plot. People didn't. They thought it was bad. It wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't original. I mean, there's only about 5 stories that you can tell, and every story is an offshoot of, or some variation of one of those 5 stories. But it was still good. It got better about halfway through the game. I don't get the problem here. I liked the plot. It was interesting. Issues of comparative morality are fascinating to me, so maybe most people aren't like that, I guess. I don't know, but I liked it. My problems with the game, I have 2 major ones, neither of which are deal breakers, but they are problems. Number 1, if you have a game or any sort of interactive story where there are options as to which particular side of the morality scale that you choose to fall on, you need to make sure that the story works for both sides of the morality scale. At the ending, and at various other parts of the game, but most egregiously the ending, your mentor tells you, you're a great person, you're a great hero, and you're what I've always hoped you would be. On a good storyline, a good playthrough, that works really well. I played through 3 times. 2 of them were good playthroughs, good morality. And it worked. I'm like, yeah, I'm a paragon of virtue. Of course I'm everything you wanted me to be. I'm totally badass and a fantastic person. This is totally, it works. But then I played the evil playthrough, and he says the exact same thing. And I'm like, but I've been literally sacrificing people to the fires of hell for half the game. I've been murdering villagers and kicking people and stealing their possessions. I'm a bad person. Why? Ultimately, what it comes down to is, why wouldn't the game developers take 5 minutes to write some different dialogue for an evil morality playthrough? Instead of, you're everything I wanted you to be, which makes no sense, because who would want an evil murderer to... Why not just say, thank you for saving the world, but you're a horrible tyrant, and, something. I mean, the other One of the other characters that does a lot of exposition will acknowledge that you're a tyrant, but you saved the world, so it's okay. But still, I'm just like, it's a problem. Now, the obvious solution is don't be an evil character, but why include the option to be an evil character? Why have the game almost encourage you to go evil sometimes if you're not going to make the dialogue in certain areas reflect that? It's inconsistent and bothers me. My second problem with it is the ending, and I don't think this is exclusive to Fable. Fable 1's ending was kind of flat. I don't think it's exclusive to the Fable series. I think it's endemic to modern gaming. The endings are, you put hours and hours and hours of work and time and effort and emotional energy into playing these games and, completing the side quests, being involved in the plot, getting attached to the characters. You overcome great adversity at the final boss, sort of great adversity, and your ending is like, congratulations, you saved the world, you did a really good job, here's 10 minutes of credits, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go make a sandwich or something. I mean, if I make beer, and I put a lot of time and energy into making beer, and the end result is I have beer, and it's good, and I can drink it. And the first time I made beer, I was like completely blown away by how awesome it was that I had made beer, and it was good. And it wasn't like I got a card in the mail that said, "You made some beer, good job," and that was it. There was a reward, and it's important that you have a reward when you invest a lot of time and energy into something. And like I said, I don't think this is just a Fable thing, because I loved Knights of the Old Republic. I would do a video review of it, but it would probably be pretty much, I love Knights of the Old Republic. Same problem with the ending. If you're a good guy, you get, hey, you saved the galaxy, good job, here's some credits. And if you're evil, you're like, hey, you've enslaved the galaxy, good job, here are some credits, that's it. I realize that not all games can be Final Fantasy IX with its absolutely perfect, dead-on, perfect ending. I realize that not all games can be Chrono Trigger with its 11 endings, all of which were really, really good. But the ending is the most important part of any sort of storytelling at all. I mean, if you're going to put a lot of time and energy into creating a story, creating characters, creating dialogue, creating a world, then you need to put as much time and energy into the ending, because you have to have some sort of reward or some sort of payoff for it. You need a sense of closure. You need to feel like you've earned something, and that what you've earned at the end is something good. I mean, Final Fantasy IX has probably the best ending for a game that I can think of. It's perfect. I know that, it boggles my mind that some people apparently have not played this game, but, whatever, live your life. So I won't get all spoilery, but it is just complete. It fits everything in the game. It's just perfect. Fable 3, the ending is not perfect. It's just kind of, like I said, good job, here's some credits. I don't understand why they wouldn't. A good ending can raise something mediocre up into fantastic. There's a TV show called Forbrydelsen. It's a Danish cop drama, detective drama. It's pretty good. But it's a cop drama, a detective drama, and, there's only so much you can do with that. But the ending to the show blew me away, and that's why it's in my top 5 favorite shows. The ending was just, I don't even have words for it. It blew me away. And it reflects on the entire rest of the show, so that the show is in my top 5. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's good, but there are so many good shows out there that it's gotta be really good to be in my top 5. The ending brought it into my top 5. That's what games are missing. They're missing good endings that otherwise... I can't stress this enough. The ending is a big problem. It's just, it falls flat. It dulls the point of the rest of the game. And so, those are my big problems. The evil morality storyline and the ending problems. But, still a good game. I very strongly suggest you play it because it's good. It's worth playing, definitely. Other people had problems with the graphics, like... I remember one person saying that the digging graphics weren't spot on. It's a game. It's a video game. It's not going to look exactly like reality. I could go out in the yard and dig a hole right now, and it would look more realistic, obviously, than any digging animation in any game ever, because it's reality, it's not a game. Calm down. Okay, so that was my review. Good game. If I had to give it a thing out of 10, I would... 7. 7.5, maybe. I would have... I was planning to do a review as soon as I finished the good ending, and it would have been a lot higher then, but So, yeah, review. I am intending to do more reviews. I have my next review planned. It is going to be Life is Strange. I have a friend who is freaking obsessed with this game, so I figured I probably should play it. So that review will be coming soonish. Whatever your definition of soon is. If you have a request for a review, let me know. I might actually do it. You never know. I might not. I don't want to commit to anything. I mean, you might want me to review, like... I can't even think of anything suitably bad. Sharknado, maybe. I have another friend who's trying to get me to watch that, and I'm like, I respect myself too much. This isn't happening. So, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, I don't know. Do your thing.